What's happening, everybody? Today, we're playing a deck again. Good old time's sake. We're playing this one pile because Due to Death is very adamantly wants us to show a card that is in the pile. So we'll see what happens here. He wants me to push through a couple more points of damage with this gentleman right here. So we'll see about that happening. It looks like it's not gonna fucking happen today. Shit. Wow, this is real ugly. This is real hideous. This is not good. So what we ended up taking out was the blood gas, actually, because they're double black, which is a little hard to get in this pile since we have so few lands. And we put in these, who also, the blood gas can't block, obviously, at all. Tormented Hero can't block the turn it comes down, so that's a thing. So we'll see how we like this in regards to that happening. I'm really upset by what's going on right now. I hope to tell you. Life gain is super annoying. It's a giant pain in the ass. I wish I could quest for the Grave Lord here. Instead, I'm just going to have to play this mountain and play both these guys. See what we can get going on here. See if we can get anything going on here. What's this button do? Nothing? These buttons not do anything anymore? What's this do? Oh. Okay. Whatever, game. Still trying to figure it out. We've only been playing it for like a month now, so still figuring out what the buttons are. Obviously, I can stand up still, right? No? Oh, yeah, I can. Here I am. Tribute to Hunger. That's dumb as shit. Really weird choice, buddy. Yes, please. It seems like it was the worst idea that guy's ever had. I'm kind of fucked. I get to Rager. I wish I had some stuff to point at these guys so that they could become bigger. I'm in a little bit of trouble here. Because that was my turn, you know, that was my turn to kind of get my shit together right there. And now I'm in trouble. That's going to be a problem. For certain. Fervor of the Bitten on that guy. I'm just not fast enough. I'm fast, just not fast enough. Damn it. This is not going well. I don't like where we're at right now. Sanguine Bond is not good. This guy's setting up shop. He's ready to go. That's not a bad card to draw. I wonder if I can get out of this. I mean, he's setting up to gain a bunch of life. I am trying to set up to take it. He's at 8. He's 2 turns off right now, but something tells me he's going to gain life right here. Or not. Are we going to get out of this alive? That's useless to me. He's got 3 mana open, which makes me think that he can tribute to Hunger. In which case, I'm in a lot of trouble. No, this guy's just setting up shop for nothing. He's got nothing to do. I wish I had some swamps, but we might be able to kill this guy. Too many turns spent setting up shop in a really terrible Tribute to Hunger play, allowing me to kill this lone missionary and for him to take a ton of damage. Made no sense, absolutely made no sense at all. So you can gain some life here. Oh dear. Well, let's see what he does. because he'd gain 4 if he had the Tribute to Hunger. That's why I played that so quickly, because he does have Tribute to Hunger does exist. Well, that worked out okay. That was bad. That was janky. We're going to keep that one in. Obviously, we're going to run that episode because it shows, you know, what this deck can kind of do, try and work its way out when it doesn't have, even with a garbage hand almost. Drawing those Furs of the Bitten was pretty lucky for me, but we'll see what happens in game 2. Alright, guys, here we go. Maybe I need to change the mana a little bit here. Maybe favor black a little bit more. No, this seems interesting. They play first. I mean, I want to Fervor of the Bitten my Rabble Master. Having Coordinated Assault's pretty nice. I just need one more land for everything to work pretty smoothly. There's a couple 1-drops this guy could have, which would kind of suck for me. Obviously, that was not the case. Oh, see, now what do you do? Because Fervor of the Bitten on Farrakhan's is pretty good, too. Not crazy great. It's definitely not bad. The first strike is obviously the better thing to have on her. This nice little snake. We're gonna call it a her. Oh no. This is an interesting hand. I mean, I really need one more mana for things to go insane, but once I get that Rabble Master out, I should be in pretty good shape. I mean, I have the Ulcerate and stuff, just in case my opponent tries anything funny. You know, with pit fight mechanics and stuff like that, I might be able to Ulcerate the creature down to a removable scenario. That's really good for me, actually. Let's see what our friend over here does. Probably blocks, just to take the one now instead of taking multiple ones over the course of time, yeah. Not going to give that first strike, obviously. Players, that guy. Now, we could have just Fervor the Bitten our friend there. I did not want to do that just yet. We're obviously working towards something here. Coordinated Assault on the 1/1 is good for me. It's good enough for me. We want to keep this open. We want to keep the Ulcerate open, but obviously we just have to hit this Rabble Master, and then everything else is just 1/1s, pretty much, for the foreseeable future. So I'll be pretty happy there. Rabble Master will come down this turn, make us a 1/1 that's able to attack, which is pretty good. I want to keep my my Death Toucher back. My Chosen is going to stay back. I don't need any more lands, though, so I'm pretty okay if I stop seeing those. That'll make me fairly happy. We do get to, you know, make a 4/4. I wish he was first strike, you know, just on him. Like, I kind of wish I had Lightning Talons or something in my hand. But the Coordinated Assault's obviously going to surprise our opponent. And once we have the Ulcerate down and have him as a 4/4, at least in the early game, it's going to be very, very difficult for our opponent here to kind of coordinate a defense that's going to kill that guy. Because, you know, you'd have to play something. Oh, shit. And kill it right now. That's unfortunate. Plus they get to scry. So this is interesting, because I could just Ulcerate this 1/1. Well, I got the Krinkos, which is pretty good. I'm going to Fervor the Bitten this guy. I'm kind of thinking about just Ulcerating that 1/1 so I can do 4. We won't do anything that crazy. We'll just take that 3 in there. I'm going to lay this mountain so that I can leave Ulcerate open, actually. I'm a little scared, though, because I'm running out of cards. So I'm in a little bit of a predicament there, card-wise. I think I wanted, I mean, this thing trying to assign value to why it taps the way it does is kind of insane. But the Coordinated Assault being left open there would be nice if he had something that I would want to block. Now that Rabble Master's dead, we have a pretty big problem here. I didn't expect him to have hard removal. I wish I could have played around that a little bit better. This guy's also getting, you know, a hell of a lot of opportunities to scry here, which is not good. The card draw in the scry is becoming quite a problem. We're going to have to come up with something. That's not bad at all, by any means. He's going to block this 1/1 here if we attack in, which is kind of a problem for us. We do want to keep that guy out of trouble if we can help it for just a little bit longer. But at a certain point, we're going to have to start bashing in with that thing. The Krinkos are doing okay. I mean, I could definitely grab my other Rabble Master, even though it's probably not going to happen. I'm going to ulcerate that thing immediately so I can't gain the life. Yeah, that worked out pretty well for me. Gotta be quick on those lands, buddy. Gotta be quick. Gotta press that button fast. You were not quite fast enough. So I've got 4, 5, 6 damage that I can do in hand. I really need to draw something. If I draw a land here, I'm going to be pretty boned up. It's going to make me very upset. I'm going to do 4 damage to him, take him to 9. He's going to block the 1/1 Death Toucher. That's going to be the creature he decides to kill. I don't want Coordinated Assault to keep him around. Oh, well, now I will. Well, wait. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's not worth it. I will Coordinated Assault to kill all his stuff. Or to kill his one guy and do 1 extra point of damage towards him. Because I have the bonus Coordinated Assault as well. So we'll do this and this. Shock. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I did lose that trade, but that guy does get... So we do 5 to him. Take him to 8. I want to draw something here. We do have him down to 3 cards. Obviously, I don't have a ton of cards either. I'm in a bit of trouble depending on what this guy is able to play. Gutter Snipe's not really something I want to see. Cultivate kind of sucks. So I'm going to take that damage there. Plus he's land ramping. He's at 8. I could do 4 to him, take him to 4, or I could remove these creatures, keep my 4 guys out there. Quest is not bad here. At all. Because chances are very good that I'll get a 5/5 soon. So I will Coordinated Assault to kill his blockers here, depending on how he decides to block. Yeah, do that. And that. So what I'm going to do is Coordinated Assault this guy and this guy. What that's going to do is push through 1 more point of damage, take him to 5. It's actually going to get me a 5/5 out because 3 creatures will die because I didn't give the other 1/1 first strike. So those 2 creatures will die. I'll get these 2 triggers to go off, and we'll have 5, 6, 7, 8 damage out on the field. The only thing that would really be concerning, or a problem here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is that he could very well have Pelika Worm, which will pretty much win this for him since we don't have any other cards in hand. There's not anything I can do to a Pelika Worm second main. No Pelika Worm, which is interesting. I kind of wonder what he has up his sleeve. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana open. I'll play a second quest, sure, depending on what this guy has. We'll try and see. I'm going to attack all out because I have absolutely no idea what he could be planning here. Fog, obviously, would be a pain in my ass. Looks like we just won. Okay. So Pelika Worm would have been a problem there. There's really nothing else that would have won him that, especially after the second quest. Quest is a really good card in this pile. You don't have a whole lot to do late game. It doesn't do too much for you. I went ahead and put in that Tormented Hero. Oh, shit. Just to try it out. I definitely don't think I have a problem with it. I mean, it's a 2/1. It's basically the same as Bloodghast, except without the haste. Yavi comes in tapped, so it's like the opposite of haste. I guess we could look at that card. We already brought it up earlier. This is not the deck that I want to look at here. Cancel. Whatever, fuck it. I'm pretty much ready to just 60 this. It's a good deck. It's obviously winning a lot. We put in that to, do a couple more points damage. I don't really think... We don't have enough land for it to make a difference, in the grand scheme of things. That's not what I wanted to do. How do I... Left trigger? What the fuck is left trigger? Okay. I I mean, I like our lands, really. I think it's pretty good. There's nothing else that I would want to take out to make this a 3-pack, so 2 of is kind of weird. I don't think I've ever done a 2 of voluntarily. You know, I mean, they force us to only run 2 of those guys, so there's really nothing that I would take out for that dude. I mean, Krinkos I definitely want to keep in. It's just to force out a couple more points of damage, which I understand, especially with the 4-pack of these. That card gels really well, so I understand where he's coming from. And then also, you know, you can Deviant Glee and stuff. I'm going to playtest this a little bit more. And then we're going to talk about the deck build and a 60 video. And that will be that. I think that's going to be the first one we do. Obviously, we're going to be doing Saturday Night soon as well. That's a really good deck. I have a lot of fun with that guy, the 5-color. We need to play against some aggro with that pile, though. We haven't really had a chance to do that, and I'd be interested to see how it stacks up. It's a really good deck. The only thing is that a lot of, you know, it kills those creatures, though. A lot of people have been, well, I was going to say complaining, but a lot of people have been talking about the Attended Night instead of something. Well, they haven't been saying anything to put in its stead, but obviously what I would look at, you know, if we're trying to get past aggro would be, shit, where is it? Well, God, it's definitely not, you know, that late. Wall of Omens would be the card that people would look at to put in there. And for sure, that makes sense. It's a good card. Wall of Omens is a very good card. Cantrip Wall is always great. It's just that Attended Night kills those 2/2s. Wall of Omens doesn't. I mean, it stops because those decks all have what's his nuts in them. Mentor the Meek, and it can block down and kill it, so he won't come in. I don't know. I'm not exactly. I don't know. That's why that deck needs a lot more tweaking. You know, it's something that I will have to play with Cantrip Wall, but to do any of that, I'm gonna have to play against some aggro piles, and obviously, I mean, I don't know if I have to worry too much about the meta being based entirely around aggro. I'm kind of the only aggro guy out there right now, as far as I've seen. There's like no, I play on Steam once again, and it's just, I don't know. I don't see a ton of aggro piles out there, but you know, hey, we'll see what happens. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all tomorrow.